Can you fire a contractor mid-project? Yes, you can, but it's messy, it can get expensive, and if you hired the right contractor in the first place, you should never have to. Here's what you need to know. There are legitimate reasons where firing a contractor mid-project is the right call. The contractor who goes completely dark, weeks or months of no communication, no crew showing up, no progress being made, that's abandonment, and you have every right to act on it. Workmanship so subpar that it can't be corrected and the contractor refuses to address it. A contractor whose personal circumstances have clearly taken them off the job indefinitely. I've heard of contractors who go to jail or prison and expect to pick up where they left off when they get out. That's not a reasonable expectation for a homeowner to accommodate. These are real situations where termination is justified. Before taking action, the first thing you do is read your contract carefully. A well-written contract from a legitimate contractor is going to have termination clauses that spell out exactly what that process looks like. Written notice requirements, cure periods, mediation clauses, and how remaining funds are handled. If your contractor has a right to cure clause, and it should, that means that before you terminate, you're required to give your contractor a written notice of the specific issue and a reasonable opportunity to correct it. Skipping that step can create legal complications even if you're in the right. The moment things start to go wrong, document everything. Every missed appointment, every unanswered call or text, every instance of subpar work. Photos, timestamps, written records. If this ever ends up in mediation or court, your documentation is your case. Without it, you're relying on memory against somebody with a financial interest in telling a different story. Send your termination notice in writing and keep a copy. Note the date and time it was sent. Here's where it gets complicated. You're still going to owe the contractor for work that was completed legitimately. Even if the relationship fell apart, a contractor who poured your foundation or framed your walls completed that work and is entitled to be paid for it. What you may be able to recover, especially if the work was actually subpar, is some of what you've already paid through mediation or small claims court. If your contract has a third-party mediation clause, that's your best path. Mediation keeps things out of court, moves fast, and costs less. Without a mediation clause, you're looking at a potentially long and expensive legal process with no guaranteed outcome. Here's the part that most homeowners consistently underestimate. Finding a contractor to pick up mid-project is hard. Any legitimate contractor is going to want to understand why the previous contractor was fired before they step in. They don't know the full story. They don't know if the previous contractor was the problem or if the client was the problem. Taking on someone else's half-finished project is also significantly more complex than starting clean. You're inheriting decisions, materials, and potential issues that you had no part in creating. It can be done, but it costs more, takes longer, and creates complications that wouldn't exist if the right contractor was hired from the start. Here's what I really want homeowners to take from this. If you've done your homework, verified the license, confirmed the insurance, checked the web presence, read the reviews, vetted the communication and the contract, you should never have to fire your contractor. The situations where a contractor gets fired mid-project almost always traces back to a hiring decision that was made without enough due diligence. A great contractor with a real contract, a clear scope, and a right to cure clause is someone that you work problems out with, not someone you have to fire. So can you fire a contractor mid-project? Yes. Read your contract first, document everything, send written notice, and be prepared for a process that takes time and money no matter how justified you are. The better answer is to hire so carefully that you never need to have this conversation. So if you're planning a remodel in Cache Valley and you want to work with a contractor who you never have to fire, go ahead and reach out.